what's up? Well, I'm filming this on Sunday. You'll probably watch it on Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know when. Someday, right? Whenever you watch it, hope you're having a good day. Happy day then. I wanted to share some quick meal prep, specifically breakfast meal prep. I find a lot of people miss out on breakfast. They have little quick things, breakfast bars, shakes, whatever, and that's great, but I'm a big advocate for whole foods always. This breakfast is something real quick. I can whip together. It can take about 45 minutes maybe for the whole thing to get ready, to cook in the oven, to put it together and all that stuff. I make a week's worth at a time. That way all I have to do is grab it in the morning, throw it in the microwave, nuke it, and I've got a good meal. The meal, roughly, quick breakdown for you, let me use my cheat sheet here, is about 300 calories, 8 grams of fat, 35 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. It is eggs, peppers, potate, and some sausage patties. Personally, just from the taste and food preferences around here, we like the veggie-based protein. But I mean, you could use whatever, like Jimmy Dean sausage patties or whatever you wanted, right? Just the same thing with the potatoes. With everything we have right now, like this is what we could find at the grocery store. You could use hash browns. I mean, you could probably use tater tots if you wanted, right? Just keep in mind, calories and the macro breakdown might change if you change the ingredients. So I'm gonna go through all this. I'm gonna talk through as I prep it so you guys have little information for how to do it yourself, right? Hang tight. First thing I do. Bowl, fork, or whisk, up to you, whatever you like to use. 12 eggs. You could use 6 eggs if you wanted to. Just keep in mind that may affect like bake time and what I talk about on this. So 6 eggs together. To do the time-lapse video, I said I put 6 eggs in here when I was talking. Straight up though, 12 eggs. Just so you know, we do 12 at a time. That way we have 2 weeks worth. Bane of my existence, opening cellophane packages. Ah! Got it, don't worry. Got it, it's fine. Like getting the veggies, throwing them right in. A little bit of salt, sea salt, and then some fresh ground black pepper. I'm a fan of mixing all this stuff together right there. Not pre-scrambling the eggs because I think the veggies stick to the eggs a little easier and they don't kind of clump up on you. I don't know. I'm not a scientist though, so that's just one big idiot's personal opinion on how to make eggs. All right, with the eggs, you could cook them on a stovetop if you wanted to, right? And then just kind of portion out what looks like an equal amount into 6 or 12 different containers. Personally, I think it keeps better cooking them, right? Baking them. So using an olive oil spray, spraying the bottom real quick, and then taking our mix of the peppers and onion, salt and pepper, and eggs, pouring it in there. Okay, as far as the oven, boop, 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 boop. Pro tip, preheat the oven before you start mixing things, so now you don't have to wait on it, but whatever. 400 degrees, anywhere from, what do you think, like 32 to 38 minutes. The reality is, like, depending on how frozen your vegetables are in there might affect how runny the eggs get if you're baking them. Again, that might not be an issue you run into at all if you're cooking on a stovetop with them. So up to you though, it's gonna be a little trial and error. You'll see when I pull them out though later, kind of what it looks like. All right, I'm not gonna make this super complicated. Here's a bag of potatoes. We do it on the stovetop. There's cooking directions on the back of this. Read and follow those. quick note, I did say, you know, hey, read the directions and all that stuff. Keep in mind, when I told you the calorie and macro breakdown earlier though, that wasn't factoring in like what the directions on that bag said. That bag said if I was cooking the whole bag to use a half a cup of oil to cook this. That's gonna jack up the fat and jack up the calories. So for me personally, just drizzled like 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil on this just to kind of cook it, and I'm gonna have to keep it moving and keep stirring it to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. Macros and the calories that I threw out at you are based on the recipe that I'm cooking, not anything additional that you add, like oils and butter and stuff like that to make it. So you're gonna have to add that stuff in and then adjust your own macros. All right, oven preheated, 400 degrees. Watch out, big boy. Going in now. Let's see, what do we want to do? Like 34 minutes? All right, potatoes are done, so quick view on the potatoes. Nice golden brown. It's about 20 minutes to cook those at. And then the eggs are now done, so I want you guys to see those. And really what you're looking for is that it doesn't have a jiggle. It doesn't look like Jell-O in there. So set that out. Now that we have the eggs and potatoes done, we can start dishing it out into our individual portions. All right, so now that some things have been cooked, I'm gonna get my sausage patties. I know it's a different bag than what I showed you earlier. We had another bit, but the good thing about these being frozen, I can just slap them into the Tupperware and then I can portion out the potatoes. So here's why I do it this way. We've got 6 different containers. So there's my week of breakfast, right? I'm gonna put a sausage patty in each, and then I'm gonna use my half a cup to divvy out half a cup of potatoes in each of those, and then just kind of make it even throughout that. All right, so here's why we cook the eggs. You can see, oh, behind the scenes here, there was my GoPro holder right there. What you'll see is we cooked this in this casserole dish, right? It's a whole lot of eggs. Not all of that is going in here. So I'm gonna split up these eggs into 12. I'll cut it in half, and then I'll cut that in half, and then cut it in half here. That way I can use 6 in my dishes, and then I have next week's eggs already waiting for me in the freezer. So next week, I just have to cook potatoes. I've already got the eggs measured out. I've already got the sausage patties. I just need to cook potatoes and measure those out. So it's just kind of being ahead for the you know, the next week. This week it might be a whole lot of effort. This week it might take more time, but next week it makes breakfast even easier. And now I've got 2 weeks of meals already ready. See that we got the eggs, the sausage, and the potato in 6 containers here, and we got the other half of the pan made. So all we have to do now is just scoop out as I just destroy these eggs. Scoop out the other half of the pan here. Careful, pan is hot. Oven hot, weird. Scoop this out. I'm gonna let this cool here on this parchment paper for a little bit. Once this isn't burning, I'll wrap this up, parchment paper, and then I'll get some foil and wrap this up too on here, and then throw it into a gallon Ziploc. And we're back from all the cuts, all the edits, all that stuff. What we got, what we ended up with, 6 breakfasts, ready to go for the week. All you got to do, pull it out of the fridge, slap it in the microwave, high heat, about 90 seconds, and you're solid, right? Also got eggs ready for the next week when I do my meal prep for my breakfast. You can, you know, jazz it up by putting some low calorie, low fat stuff on it like sriracha, Outside of that, I'm really, hot sauce, things like that. It's Texas, so something spicy. Come on. If you guys have any questions, you guys have any thoughts, concerns, whatever, message me, throw it in the comments below, do all the usual stuff, like, subscribe. I'm gonna be putting out more content like this soon, so stay posted. Outside of that, love you guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch y'all later.